And
And just on that really, we as we're coaches, we're obviously chairman of the club, but we still pay subs. We still pay into the club for our kids to play football. I think that just shows who we are,
as well as all the other stuff that we do.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think the parents, well, they don't see it, do they?
No,
This
we don't
club has
personally
cost
gain
us
the
a
benefit.
fortune
Don't see it
in the sort of background.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest now, it's time to sort of say it. But Shah don't even know what I've put into this club. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes, like, if we've got a referee that needs paying, like, I'll pay the referee out of cash what I've got in my wallet.
Yeah.
It never gets declared, never gets taken out of. No, don't claim it back out the club.
No.
Like, they don't. Easter eggs at Easter, selection boxes at Christmas. I've been down and we've bought them stuff before like that, and then it doesn't. You know what I mean? It might be 40 quid here, 30 quid there, but over the last 3 years, it certainly builds up, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it does. But it doesn't stop us from doing it, though.
No, well, I love doing it, and like Rob said, we don't do this and sort of pay anything different. We don't expect anything different from the other parents.
No.
Because at the end of the day, we are parents as well, and our kids are playing. So, rightfully, we should be paying as well, which we do.
Yes, yeah. So we don't get free child places or anything. we pay
free child places.
we pay exactly the same as what any other parent would do. And do you know what I mean? I think for me the benefit I get is that I'm on a Thursday. I can get out on a Thursday, go and watch the kids train, and I can get up on a Saturday morning and then I can go and watch them play football. I think that for me, that's the benefit and the enjoyment I get. The reason why we film it and we post it all over social media is because we're so proud of what we've got and the level we've got to.
Yeah, I think it's the achievement, isn't it? For
yeah,
us?
100%.
To start off 3 years ago and to be like even just sat here doing this.
Yeah.
It's just something we just thought we talked about and actually made it happen. And it's another part of our journey with regards to Lee Park Tigers and this podcast.
I hate Thursdays.
Hate Thursdays?
Yeah, I hate Thursdays.
We need to get involved. Oh,
what do you think about training?
I love training, but I hate Thursdays before training.
It's
awful.
Yeah.
I work through my lunch every Thursday because I need to leave work early to go and pick Blake up so that I can get him from karate because he does karate after school. So I've got to grab him.
Is he allowed to do that? Is that not too much?
Well,
it's only an hour.
Depends who you're asking. Depends if they're doing offensive or defensive.
Yeah.
And then I've got to get him home, get Elliot, and load the van up with all the gear, get back to training. I normally get home. I pick Blake up at 4:20. I'll get home at 4:30. I've got to then get Elliot back in the van, out of the door for 4:20 to get to training for 4:50. I mean, you guys know I'm never there at 4:50.
No.
But it's awful. I get there and I throw all the equipment over the fence and I just go.
we actually right this week we've seen footballs fly over the cage. And Jed went, that's Kev done, he's gone now.
It's like a barrage, it's just like an air attack, just pink balls flying over the fence.
I had 2 balls like loose in the back of the van and I didn't have enough arms to carry everything. So I loaded myself up like a mule and I thought, I didn't get these, so I booted the balls over so I didn't have to carry them, otherwise it would have taken me 10 minutes to get from the car park to the cage to... We're juggling everything.
We're all sat there looking and waiting for him struggling.
Come on, Kev, hurry up. Start at 5.
It's the same as the game on Saturday.
Do you know what happened on Thursday? I had all the gear, so I put all, like the bag of balls over my back. Sounds a bit
footballs.
I've got that on my back. I've got the bib bag. I've got the big bag on the wheels.
Yeah.
I've got the medical bag, and then I'm walking over, and as I'm loading it all up, Zach has run past me in the car park.
Just carried on.
And he's carried on. He's gone into the cage. So he's in the cage then. He's hopped over the sort of barrier, And then he's got his fingers, he's holding onto the cage as I'm walking up the path going, come on, Kev, hurry up.
Pure sack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't have him any other way, though, would you?
I wouldn't have his cats any other way because I think they're brilliant. We're really, really lucky, and just let it.
I think that's what we'll have to do on another episode of this is a little profile on each of the kids, like their like little personalities, some little funny stories that we've got of them from their time with us. I think some of the hairstyles.
I think we should do it to start doing interviews with them as well.
Yeah,
either whether that be on here or after the game, we do like a post-match interview with the man of the match, player of the match.
We've started doing it a little bit, haven't we? Like pre-match. Obviously, when we have our little chat with them, and
that's a new thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is new. Yeah.
We'll always step out then, and you'll keep recording, and Hunter will come in and say his bit. I know Elliot said a few bits before. Mason will chip in with some bits. But I think that's good for the kids to start thinking about it themselves a little bit, and like at half time we've come off, and I read Ian Wright's book, and he says that I think it was Arsene Wenger used to come in at half time, and he said normally we'd come in at half time and we'd have whoever the manager was before Arsene Wenger, I can't remember who it was, George Graham,
I think it was, wasn't it?
And a couple of others after him. He said they'd come out, and he said, and we'd just be used to him screaming at us and telling us this. He said Arsene Wenger used to come in at half time and he'd just let us talk. He said it was just quiet at first, and then we're just like, and then someone started talking, and Tony Adams might say something, and then Lee Dixon would chip in, and then, and he said, before you know it, you've spent 10 minutes and you're all talking about
work it out yourself.
And then he'd come in right at the very end and say, right, yeah, you're right, this, and he said it, and I think we've started to sort of do a little bit of that.
Yeah, we have.
And it's great to see that they're now seeing what we see.
Yeah.
I think there was a game, I can't remember how long ago it was now, but maybe 6 months since, and it were against who is it down near Gunwharf? Portsmouth.
Yeah, it's a Portsmouth team.
Where
they wear blue.
Hunter's Sunday team.
They wear blue.
What? United Services?
That's him. United Services. We played against them.
I
don't think Rob were there that week.
No.
And we just stayed quiet. We didn't say anything, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we went mute. Didn't say a word.
We didn't say anything. And
I think it's because was it the week before we got told off by one of the parents because we'd shouted too much, or because we literally just went.
I think
someone had said something, and we
yeah.
I
remember that. Yeah,
right, and
we're just going to go quiet.
Yeah,
and I think it was one of the best games I've ever played. I
think we stood there and just went, because they were just like
they won the game, did they?
Yeah, they won about 6-0.
But they were just
maybe more. But
we didn't say a word.
But they
did not say a word.
But what we did notice from that is that they did the talking.
Yeah.
Every team's got its leaders, as you would.
Yeah, so I think Mason was captain as well for that game, and he was just.
Mason didn't show up. He was brilliant. He was talking.
He can talk some. Mason.
And, I think Ernie was in goal back then, so that it was before this season. So it was.
It was.
I think it might have been a pre-season friendly.
Yeah, I think it was.
And Ernie was still in goal, and Ernie wasn't the most vocal when he were in goal, but this game, he was just controlling that back line, and he was talking. We were just thinking, oh my God, like, what's
happened?
Maybe it's us.
Yeah. What's happened there?
Yeah,
brilliant.
I watched I don't know. I think it was maybe a Wimbledon academy or something. And at the end of the season, they do that. So they go, right, the coaches step away, and the players actually pick formations. They pick who's starting, and they say sort of the pre-match talk, and they do all of it, and they leave them to it, even with subs as well. So if they're losing or whatever, they let them control the whole thing.
That's interesting. Maybe we should try that.
Absolutely not.
We'll do that one week when Jed's on holiday.
Yeah, have to be
I'm literally
friendly.
a control freak. I'm not letting the kids decide what they're doing.
See, right. So listen, right. Talk about holidays, right? So I now plan everything around training and football. So I'm going away for my birthday, and I've made sure that I'm away and I'm back, so I don't miss any training or any football.
But it comes to that, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's so addictive.
Yeah. in a good way.
It is, yeah.
I love it.
In a good way, like you say. Like I can't remember what it was. I think we had a joke about this not so long ago, and it were about one of the parents having they were going on holiday or something, and it might have been you, Jed, saying, like, "What in season time?"
Oh yeah. have you sent in a form?
Yeah,
permission.
Sent in a form. Yeah, permission slip.
That don't happen.
Yeah,
But
what's Sack going to New York or something like that? Wasn't it? I think Sack was going away. I think
it might have been. It might have been
Sack Stacey. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not keen on
But do you know
on
what?
kids taking time out during the season. Not at all.
And joking aside, I think like the parents get that. I think
They're on
they
it
see
now,
it now. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So we had Shah had Annie round the other night, and she said like on the Saturdays, I think they're away. They're away this weekend.
Yeah, they're with me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They're going away at Church Farm, and she said Rob's going to bring Ernie back to the match. She says, but she goes, we're gutted. She goes, we'd love like Saturdays. She goes, when the games get cancelled or whatever. She said, we're honestly we're gutted. Like our whole weekend like revolves around that match on a Saturday morning, and it's whether it's a good performance and a win or a loss can determine your mood then for the rest of the week. It does for me. It does for me. Like I'll go into work on a Monday morning after a poor performance and a loss, and my head's down. I'm kicking floor, and all lads at work going, "Did you lose this weekend?" It's like, yeah, did you?
Luckily, we haven't lost in like the last 10 games, so it's been pretty good, isn't it?
You know, we've had a very good spell with the under-8s as well.
Yeah,
You know, it completely takes over. It completely takes over your life, doesn't it? Football, and it
Touch that.
But I think the parents they've bought into it, haven't they?
Yeah,
100%,
haven't they?
Yeah.
100%,
So even they're like, look, I want to be there. I mean, shout out to our parents again because they are always there, always supporting those kids. I mean, we rock up and it's like an entourage at match days, isn't it? The parents being there and supporting the kids.
We had a local game, and I didn't count, but I reckon there was about three parents there watching their kids on the opposite team, and yet we had every single parent of all of our players there.
So we have it now, obviously, with the under-8s as well. Like with the under-12s, we've been spoilt really with the parents that we've got there, and
mostly, Kev, mostly.
The ones that we have now,
the ones we've got now, all good.
And you know, they turn up to games, they support. That they don't really get involved in the coaching so much, really. You know, we have heard some
interesting comments
from the parent side, and you just think,
nope,
no.
it was the one that was shoot, and he was in his own half. He was like, no. We all looked at each other and went, no, why?
And that was Ollie, wasn't it?
But yeah, we we've been spoiled a bit with the under-12s and with the family that we've sort of created within this club. Like we've said before, it's a family. It's not a football club.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
So obviously starting the under-8s, I was a bit apprehensive. I was a bit like,
yeah, you can have the same kind of vibe.
Like there's no guarantees that I'm going to get on with these people. I might hate them. They might hate me. You know. It's like, you know, but give them their credit. I think we have more people turn out for the under-8s than we do the under-12s.
Yeah, because we have family members.
They bring their extended family to come and watch.
They do, yeah.
And
which I think's brilliant.
Like we played in a cup game on Sunday, and we played against a team above.
Yeah.
And we narrowly lost, unfortunately. But on a different day, it could have gone the other way quite easily. And there must have been 40 parents.
Yeah, it was loads.
Side. For a team of 9 kids, there was loads of people, and the noise, it was fantastic. It was brilliant. So they've obviously bought into it as well. You know, they've bought into this club and to the family that it is. And you know, they've made comments recently about it. You know, I love being part of the Tiger family, and it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That's what you want to hear, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
I think when you hear that, we have got to take credit for that because it's the way we go
100%.
about. It's the way we go about our business, isn't it? And how we run the club and how we treat the kids and how we treat the parents and you know, I think we were quite reluctant to add any more teams because we don't know if that's going to
Yeah,
continue.
that's the thing.
And
That's the
thing,
issue we've got.
Expanding.
Yeah.
Are we going to lose that kind of that family vibe? And we're quite sort of, it's quite scary, isn't it, to think that,
it is,
because we don't want to just expand for the sake of it. We want to keep it as it is, but try and
I mean,
grow within.
We do, like you say, we obviously do over time want to expand and get bigger as a club, but we want to do it with the right people.
Yeah,
and
the right kids and the right parents.
Obviously, doing the under 8s now. Myself and Rob and Ed's come in.
Yeah,
and Ed and Jade, obviously, I've known them for quite a while now because Ed's got 3 sons, same as myself, and his eldest is Ollie, our goalkeeper.
Yeah,
for the under 12s now. So Ollie now plays for the under 12s, and his youngest Harry plays for the under 8s with Blake, and they're obviously friends from school. So I've known Ed and his wife Jade for quite a few years now, like before obviously you two met him. So knowing Ed, when we were discussing doing the under 8s, Shah said to me, she goes, "Oh, what are you going to do then? Like, who are you going to have as assistant?" And I said, "I'll just ask Ed." I said, "I'll get Ed to do it." And do you know what? Credit to him, he was well up for it, and he's not the loudest, he's not the most in your face person.
No.
but he is he's dedicated.
He's a laid back kind of guy, and he is.
Yeah, that's all we ask for, and yeah, that for me that's the biggest issue we've got is that we don't want to go too big too quick and ruin
what we've got.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's about getting the right people, and with Jade and Ed, they turn up early. Every Sunday to set up, and it's become a part of their life now.
Well, considering Jade has openly admitted that she was never into football, she is definitely involved in this team.
We've had that with a few of the mums on the under 8s side. They said, "Do you know, I hate football. I've never liked football, but now I look forward to Sunday mornings to come." And I don't know if that's just because they're into the football, or if it because it puts a smile on the kid's face. Might be a bit of both, but
I think it's them. They are falling in love with what's going on around them.
They belong to something.
The kids are happy. The kids are happy. They're happy. So it sort of has that sort of
and it goes to
effect.
The like the social media stuff, like what Rob.
The kids love that.
They do.
An incredible job with.
Yeah, he does.
So yeah, massive credit to Rob on that, because I am horrific with anything technical and social media. I didn't even know which side of this microphone to speak into. But we have all the under 8s. They're waiting for that new video to drop new reel or whatever you call it. They're sat there waiting. We had so Rob will now. When do you put out the?
Yeah, so on a
this is Rob's structure now.
This is
So it was getting too much. I had to put something in place. So basically we put our under 12s game will be on a Monday at 8:00 evening. On a Wednesday at 8:00 evening will be the under 8s game.
Yeah.
And then on a Friday we would do a football drill, which is generally from our under 12s training. So that's what they're all waiting for.
So they're all waiting for these videos to drop.
Yeah.
And we had the other night, I can't remember what night it was, but obviously one of the videos dropped onto YouTube or onto all the socials, and we had one of the under 8s mums send a picture in the group, and it was of Fletcher and his dad laid in Fletcher's bed, and she's gone, these two checking out the latest video. So they're all laying in the bedrooms watching the YouTube videos. And I think we had Harry Macy as well. He's massive on it.
Yeah,
he's constantly watching them, and he just watches through them all, watches all the old ones, waiting for a new one to drop, hoping that a new one's dropped. We had a bit of we had a bit of a problem in one of the games with a spectator, didn't we? And obviously, where we had the footage of it, it went through sort of the disciplinary whatever happened. So we we didn't, or Rob didn't do much with that video until
Until
it was
the
all
case was
cleared.
closed.
deemed sort of right to do so. But because we had a week where we didn't have the highlights of the match come up, we had parents hounding us like, is this video getting put on or what? When's this video coming on? What?
Love it.
And the kids want, it's like, yeah, Mum, can you text Rob, see when this video's coming on? Because I'm dying to see this.
It felt like I was being hounded. It was like, I cannot do anything until it's been signed off by the FA, and then I'll put it on.
Yeah, just calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
It was by the shortest videos I think I've ever done, because I try to cut out as much as possible. But yeah.
Because I think as well with that, saying that, obviously the social media side of things for us is quite big. You know, we are quite successful, like you say, locally with that. But I don't think a lot of teams like to see that success.
No.
And that's
Definitely
becoming a bit more evident recently, where we have had a few comments and sort of complaints, if you like, about it.
It's not that
Sad, really, though.
It is really.
So with our main video, obviously, I don't blur out faces. All clubs get notified that we record and we post. If they don't know we're already posted on social media, then
where have you been?
Yeah,
where have you been?
Which rock have you been
Because
living under?
In terms of social media, we are probably the biggest social media presence in the Mid Solent League, easily. I think having Waterlooville, who are a non-league club, we have more followers than them on a few of our socials. So it just shows how big we are. And so the main video will go on where it'll be the match. You can hardly see faces anyway because the camera's so far away.
Yeah.
When it comes to posting reels and the shorts where it's close up, I blur out the faces. So you don't even see who they are. And for a parent to turn around and go, on Facebook, that's my child. Well, hang on a minute. No one knows that's your child.
They do now.
They do now.
Because you've just said
it. And it's we're not. None of our videos are taking the mick out of any other team or any other player. Or
it's far from it.
It's
just more game like stuff.
Yeah, it's more showing. Look what look what our player done. Look how good that goal was. Not
it's not to belittle any other kids or any other teams.
No, absolutely not.
It's to celebrate the success of our
That's
players.
What it is. Yeah,
and you know, sometimes parents might not get that. They might not see that, but it's become a bit more evident recently that people have got an issue with it after you've just handed them a 7-0 defeat.
Yeah, if they've lost.
I just think
or more.
If you're doing that, and almost a week later, I think if it was the other way around, and we didn't want someone to video our game, we would have just turned around straight away and said, "What are you doing?"
Well, the funny thing is, what I noticed, the game that happened, there was a man round the back of the goal filming the pitch on his mobile. So the game was being filmed by them anyway.
Yeah.
So,
and like you say, Jed, you send an email out to every club secretary with game
anyone
details.
I send game details to, it clearly states and it's highlighted that we use a certain camera for social media purposes. If you've got any problems, please speak to us on the day.
Let us know.
Yeah, on the day.
Because then we can then turn around and say, look, we won't video it. Or
you've just got to say as well, like, this camera is not a set of Ray-Ban spy glasses. It's
a pretty obvious camera.
With a little umbrella on top of it.
It's a big camera that sits on the halfway line on a 3-meter tall tripod. It's not like it's a secret that these games are getting filmed. Like, if any parent is there and they've got a problem with that or they don't want it, that's absolutely fine. Like, you know, we're not out here to sort of make enemies. If you've got an issue, then that's fine. We'll take it down, we'll turn it off or whatever.
Just say something sooner though, rather than a week later.
You know, we're completely aware that there is an issue with safeguarding for certain children
and we respect that,
and we respect that. We've had experiences that within our team.
Yeah.
So we get that, you know, and if that is an issue and a cause for concern for any team, then speak up when when you see that camera come out, or like I've said, Jed sends that email out to everyone. If that doesn't get filtered down from their from their club secretary to the manager, sometimes it doesn't. But the camera's not hidden; it's there.
No,
if a parent sees it, or I've had it before with the under-8s, and a manager has come up to me before and said, "Oh, you filming this, are you?" And I said, "Well, we will have sent it out on the email. Like our club secretary will send it to your club secretary. Have you not been told?" He goes, "No, we've not been told." I said, "Well,"
and it's that filtering down.
so then,
that's the problem.
So then I said to her, I said, "Well, are you happy for us to film it?" And he said, "I've not been notified, so let me check with my parents." He's then gone to the opposite side of the pitch, spoke to the parents, and he's come back and said, "Yeah, no, they're fine. Can we get a copy of it when you're done?"
And again,
Absolutely.
we're happy with that.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
But I think we spoke about it, didn't we, today? And maybe going forward next season, we'll take an actual sort of hard copy for them to sign before the games, because then it's in black and white, and you can't go back on it and come back to us and say, well.
And I mean, sometimes, like to the parents' sort of defence as well, sort of playing devil's advocate, the coach might just say, "Yeah, no, it's fine," and not actually check with the parents. And that's down to them as a club, really. And,
exactly, as a club, as a team, whatever.
Like you say, if you have a hard copy of it and you say, "Look,"
and we will give them a copy of it as well.
Then that might sort of push the coaches to actually go, "I better just go and check with the parents."
Yeah,
just give me a minute. I'll go and check with them before I sign this. And that's sort of what we want, really, because then there is no comeback from it.
No, exactly. And then, like you say, we can then just get on and put the games. Look, to be fair, we haven't had that many people turn around to us and say we don't want you to put games on social media.
No, it's been a couple.
Certain individuals and certain teams have had a bit of a whinge about it.
I think that's the thing that's frustrating, because in the matches, for the one that someone's complained about, there was foul language used by the other team. They were kicking.
It was awful.
It was disgusting behaviour from another. And I haven't put any of that on there. There's none of. So that's what we're not. We're
out
not
of respect for that team.
Yeah, we're not here to make fun or go, "Oh, look what this other team's doing." It's just to highlight.
It's about us.
It's game highlights.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
We're not here to annoy anyone, like you say. We're not here to belittle anyone or get on the wrong side of anyone. We're just a football team that want to put out our games to everyone else to see and watch.
Yeah, 100%. And in 10 years' time, they could look back and go, "Oh, look what I've done with the Tigers." It's just got to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially your mum and dad live over in Spain, don't they? Kevin,
So
they could watch it.
My mum and dad live over in Spain now. Obviously, I'm from up north, so I've been down here.
If you hadn't guessed that already.
Yeah.
Leeds supporter.
What?
Leeds.
We'll end this right now and carry on with that. But obviously, it's difficult for my family to see the games. I'm sure if they lived closer, or if I was still up north and my kids were playing football, my dad and my uncle would be down there every week watching. So it's nice to have that video that I can send them, and they still get to be a part of the kids' lives, really. Then, and when they speak to them on WhatsApp calls and stuff, they know what's going on. They've seen the goals. They've seen Blake's goal or Elliot's goals and tackles and that, and then they can talk about it, and it's just nice. So from that perspective, it's fantastic for me.
Yeah, 100%.
We just need a better camera. I think we just need a better matchday camera.
Yeah,
the one we've got is okay, but sometimes it follows.
It misses a little bit of the
Yeah.
action. There needs to be someone out there who can create a non-subscription camera that can record the whole game.
Yeah.
Merge the video together, and it's less than £500.
What we need is a sponsor.
Yeah.
Here we go.
To sort of come on board with us and
sponsor this podcast.
So how many followers we got?
So
let's reel off some stats. How many followers we got? Ish.
Is there a drum roll on here?
No.
Try it. That bottom left.
That's a trombone.
Oh, here we go.
Try it.
Should we just do an applause instead? Go for it.
Right, so
That put
it's quite difficult because you've got quite right. So we probably got So we've
It's almost 6,000 on YouTube, isn't it?
yeah, we're probably
And it's about 5.5, over 5.5 on Instagram.
yeah, over 2.5 on So on Facebook we've got 2,000, well, just over 2,300. Instagram 5,300. I think we're at 5,600 on YouTube. But on YouTube, this month alone, we've nearly hit 1 million views
That's what I
in
mean.
1 month
Quality.
on YouTube.
Just think, when we do this podcast, there may be, in time, a YouTube plaque up on the wall.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Listen,
Just
we're a normal grassroots football club
Run by normal people.
with only 2 teams,
Sort of normal.
Sort of.
and we're hitting nearly 1 million views on one channel per month,
Yeah.
which is unreal.
And that's only getting better, isn't it?
It's getting
Yeah.
It's
better,
only getting bigger.
better and better.
Yeah, bigger and bigger. Yeah,
We've all said, didn't we? Like, this is another reason why we started this, because, it's not called Leap Art Tigers, but it's obviously it's about the team that we run.
This is about our experiences.
Yeah.
Exactly,
really, as 3 dads
Passionate.
all sharing the same passion and going through the same sort of story, really. Going down that same path where we've all jumped in feet first to help out and to run this club and to set this club up. Obviously, we did it with the old club first, and then made that decision to step away and set up Leap Art Tigers.
Best thing we did.
It is
100%.
and then so this is more about our experiences and our journey together. It just so happens that it is with our fantastic club, Leap Art Tigers.
Yeah. Long may it continue.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.